don't get special monies from their unions or their departments or their cities. Those are just special people, like yourselves. You know, we made this trip because it was important after what happened in Tuscaloosa to come down and let you know that what we think of the steel is what we think of you. So I want to make you a promise here. We'd like to come back next year. We'd like to do this again. But this time we want to leave the steel here. We want to donate a piece of steel to the wonderful firefighters of Alabama, to Tuscaloosa, and this great, great region that fights so hard every day and makes everything good for the citizens. Thank you very much.
All right.
Brian, we truly can't thank you and your family enough, and all of the guys that are working with the fund and are riding in that fire engine across the United States of America to take this very important artifact to as many ceremonies just like this, and we can't thank you guys enough. Yeah, I wish you would. Please do.
I'm sorry, I know it's hot. I just think they deserve it. I got all firefighters with us here today. I got Brad Billen from the Escondido Fire Department in Escondido, California. I got retired Mike O'Connor from the Escondido Fire Department, California. Billy Wagaman from the San Diego Fire Department in California. Mike Korsh from the Copeg Fire Department in New York. And an almost fireman, his son, Wes Korsh, from someplace in Georgia. We're not sure where he's from yet, but he's going to be a fireman. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Brian. At this time, Battalion Chief Timothy Lohan. Timothy is the chair of the Pennsylvania chapter of the Terry Farrell Firefighters Fund. Timothy was most directly responsible for gathering all of the equipment, the tractor-trailer load of equipment that we've talked about, and in reality, there's more than that. Spruce told me within the last couple of days the truck's going to have to go back to Pennsylvania and get everything that wouldn't fit in the first shipment. And we would like to ask Timothy to come forward, and we want to thank him. And Timothy will be making a formal presentation of the equipment, and then Chauncey Wood, president of the Alabama Association of Volunteer Fire Departments, and some very special guests of his will be making the formal acceptance. Chief Lohan.
Good afternoon. One of the programs that the Terry Farrell Fund does is we take good usable gear and equipment and we pass it along to these rural departments that don't have the tax base or the call requirements to get grants. So when the tornadoes came through, I got a hold of Chief McCree and asked him if there was anything that we could do, and he said he'd let us know. And after that conversation, the next day, I started receiving photographs of devastated fire departments. So I put a call out to the New York chapter and all of the departments around my department in Pennsylvania. So in that truck that was donated by Cross Creek Television is about 300 sets of turnout gear donated by New York departments in Long Island, Bucks County and Montgomery County departments in Pennsylvania, and Hunterdon County in New Jersey. And amongst all that is brand new gloves and boots that were donated by Newton's Fire Equipment in North Carolina and ProTech out in Long Island. So I wish to thank them publicly for all of their efforts.
At this time, Chauncey Wood from the Alabama Association of Volunteer Fire Departments and representatives of several of the devastated or heavily damaged departments will accept on behalf of all the volunteers of Alabama.
Thank you, Alan. And Brian, welcome to Southern hospitality.
I know it.
We're glad to have you in this neck of the woods. Who said it was cool?
Guy over there in that black suit.
Well, maybe he's got on one of those ice cool vests. That's why he's so cool. I'm sweating like a dog. I want to welcome everybody. I think, as most of you do, I remember where I was on September 11, 2001, and I'm sure you do too. If I could ask everyone just to take a brief pause in remembrance. 343, September 11, 2001. Amen.
Amen.
At this time, I accept wholeheartedly on behalf of the volunteer fire departments, all 1,019, all 32,500 volunteer firefighters in our great state of Alabama, on what you have so graciously, along with the vendors, donated. We are proud, we're humbled, we're honored. It's with a heavy heart that I accept, because 90 days ago, our state was under a tremendous amount of devastation, as Art Faulkner talked about a few minutes ago. I immediately got to work. I worked with the Department of Corrections. We were securing our prisons to make sure that the inmates were safe and they were kept behind bars so they didn't get out. I was also busy working and coordinating with EMA, some other agencies, and volunteer fire departments, where some of our own people were devastated. But did that stop them? No. No, they kept right on going, folks. That's what we do. No matter what's stricken us, no matter what happens to us, we keep right on going. We go hard, we go fiercely. We had some volunteer firefighters that lost their homes. Thank the good Lord, they didn't lose any families, but they kept right on moving forward and helping their fellow man. Because we do what we do because we love what we do. At this time, I'd like to ask Roy Mott to step forward. Roy is a special guest. He's the president of the Rural Community Fire Protection Institute, which was established by the legislature in 1989. Also have a list. We have, if there is a representative here from EO Line Volunteer Fire Department. EO Line, if you'll please come forward. EO Line was one of our departments that was destroyed. Webster's Chapel, I've seen Tony Steele. So Tony, if you'll please come forward. He's representing Casey, who's the chief up there. Do we have anyone from Ellisville Volunteer Fire Department in Cherokee County? Y'all, if y'all would just stand in front of the chairs, you can actually sit down. You don't have to stand, but I know it's hot. Cromwell Hassel Volunteer Fire Department, Choctaw County. Do we have a representative? Johnson's Crossing Volunteer Fire Department, Coleman County. Do we have a representative? Elijah, Elmore County. Do we have a representative? Hackleburg Volunteer Fire Department in Marion County. Steve Hood's the chief up there, and he's a fellow correctional officer of mine, so he may be at work. Limestone County Association, Greg Wood, I know you're here. Come on, Greg. You can represent Limestone County. Greg's also with the Alabama Forestry Commission. Shoal Creek Volunteer Fire Department in St. Clair County. Now, those represent our destroyed departments. Damaged, Tishabee from Greene County. Do we have a representative from Greene County? Valley Springs Volunteer Fire Department from Lawrence County. Do we have a representative? East Limestone. That's Limestone County. That department was damaged. And Tanner Volunteer Fire Department. Neither one of those two could be here, I know.